Hello students, today we will continue with the textual exercise of chapter 3, that is current electricity. In our last video we had completed till question number 3.4. So today we will start with 3.5. Okay, so let's start with 3.5. 3.5, at room temperature 27 degrees Celsius, the resistance of a heating element is 100 ohm. What is the temperature of the element if the resistance is found to be 117 ohm, given that the temperature coefficient of material of the resistor is 1.7 into 10 raised to minus 4. Okay, so first let's write down the given thing. See, at 27 degrees Celsius, okay, at T1 equal to 27 degrees Celsius, the resistance was equal to 100 ohm. What is just one? Okay, and see at what temperature of the what is the temperature of the element if the resistance is found to be 170, means R2 is equal to 117 ohm, and at that time you have to find out the temperature. Okay, and what is alpha? That is 1.7 into 10 raised to minus 4 clear degrees Celsius inverse. Okay, so what was our formula? Our formula was R equal to R0 1 plus alpha T minus T0. Clear? Now see what we will do. Instead of R, I will write down R2. Instead of R0, I will write down R1. Instead of T, I will write down T2. Instead of this T0, I will write it down T1. Clear? So R2 by R1 equal to 1 plus alpha T2 minus T1. Clear? Now what is R2? That is 117 upon 100. This is equal to 1 plus alpha T2 27, sorry, T2 minus 27. Value of alpha I will put it later on. So see 117 upon 100. Okay, that is equal to 1.17. So 1.17 minus 1, it will be 0.17 equal to alpha into T2 minus 27. So T2 minus 27 will be equal to 0.17 upon alpha, 0.17 divided by what is alpha? 1.7 into 10 raised to minus 4. T2 minus 27. Let's calculate it. Okay, it's 1 point, sorry, 0.17. 0.17 divided by 1.7. So that is equal to 0.1 into, this will be equal to 0.1 into 10 raised to minus 4, when goes to numerator 10 raised to 4. So this is equal to 1, 2, 3. Here it's 0.1 shifted by 4 point. So T2 is equal to 1000 plus 27. T2 is equal to 1027 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this was about question 3.5. I just used the formula for resistivity, sorry, resistance. Okay, so note down question number 3.5. Okay, now let's move to the next, that is 3.6. 3.6, a negligible small current is passed through a wire of length 15 meter. Okay, so the length is 15 meter. I'm writing the given thing. And a uniform cross section 6 into 10 raised to minus 7 meters square. So area is equal to 6 into 10 raised to minus 7 meters square. This is the cross section area. And its resistance is measured to be 5 ohm. R is equal to 5 ohm. Okay. What is the resistivity of the material at the temperature of the experiment? So this is very simple question. The formula for resistivity, okay, the formula for resistivity, rho is or R, rho is equal to R E by L. Clear? Or else if you don't remember, recall this formula, we were having the formula resistance directly proportional to length and inversely proportional to area. Proportional distance when we are removing rho. So R was equal to rho L by A. So rho is equal to RA by L. Now see, resistance is given, area is given, length is given. Just put down the value. 5 into 6 into 10 raised to minus 7 upon length 15. So it will be 30, 5, 6 are 30, 30 by 15, that will be 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 ohm meter. Here this is 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 ohm meter. Just a minute. Minus 7. Clear? So this was about question 3.6. So just note it down. Now let's move to the next, that is 3.7. 3.7, a silver wire has a resistance of 2.1 ohm at 27.5 degrees Celsius, means R1 is equal to 2.1 at T1 equal to 27.5 degrees Celsius. The resistance of 2.7, that is R2 is equal to 2.7, T2 is equal to 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, so now we will directly use the formula R, or sorry, determine the temperature of coefficient. So I can use R2 is equal to R1 1 plus alpha T2 minus T1. Okay, so R2 is equal to multiplied by R1 plus alpha T2 minus T1. So taking this R1 on this side, R2 minus R1 equal to alpha T2 minus, sorry, here it will be R1 alpha. Alpha R1 T2 minus T1. So alpha will be equal to R2 minus R1 and taking this in the denominator upon R1 T2 minus T. Okay. So what is R2? 2.7. R1 2.1 upon R1, that is 2.1, T2, that is 100 minus 27.5. So 2.7 minus 2.1, 0.6 upon 2.1, 100 minus 27.5, that is equal to 72.5. So now let's divide it. 0.6 divided by 2.1 divided by 72.5, this is equal to 0.0039, 0.0039, the value of alpha. So I can also write it down, 3.9 into 10 raised to minus 3 degrees Celsius inverse. Okay, so this was about 3.7. Here I just used the formula for resistivity and just put down the value of R1, R2, T1 and T2 and found out the value of alpha. Just note down 3.7. Okay, so remember that when you need to find out the value of the temperature coefficient, and if you are having the value of R2, R1, T2, T1, you can directly use this formula. This will be our shortcut. Okay, when you need to find out the temperature coefficient. Okay, so now let's move to the next, that is 3.8. 3.8, a heating element using nichrome connected to 230 volt supply draws an initial current of 3.2. This is the initial current. Okay, which settles after few seconds to a steady value of 2.8. So now see, what does this mean? When initially the current start, Okay, the nichrome wire was at room temperature. Now, as current flows, heat is generated, I square RT, and due to that, the temperature of the nichrome wire rises. And as the temperature rises, the resistivity increases, and due to that, the current decreases. Finally, it settles at 2.8. Right? What is the steady temperature of the heating element if room temperature is 27 degrees? So see, room temperature was 27. So when T1 is equal to 27 degrees Celsius, at that time V1 voltage was 230, and what was the current at that time? 3.2 ampere. Right? Now voltage remains same, so I will write down V, not V1. Clear? Now, at the temperature will rise to, let's say, some temperature T2. And due to that, the current decreases. So, I2 is equal to 2.8 ampere. So, remember, at room temperature, the current was 3.2 and the temperature rises, and at further steady temperature, it becomes 2.8 ampere. 8 ampere. So, you have to find out this T2. The value of alpha is 1.7 into 10 raised to minus 4 degrees Celsius. Okay, so now see, we will use here the formula according to the Ohm's law. V equal to IR, so R is equal to V by I. So let's find out first R1. Okay, R1 is equal to V by I1. Okay, so V 230 volt upon 3.4. 230 divided by 3.4, that is equal to 67.647. 67.64, so round figure 67.65. R2 is equal to V by I2. So that is again 230 volt, and what is I2? 2.8. So 230 divided by 2.8. So that is equal to 82.142. So round figure 82.14. Now you need to find out the temperature. Sorry, the temperature coefficient is already given. You have to find out the temperature T2. Okay, here we need to find out the temperature T2. So we can use the direct our shortcut formula. Alpha will be equal to R2 minus R1 upon R2, sorry, it's R1 into T2 minus T1. This was the shortcut formula that we used in our previous sum, right? So now let's calculate it. So alpha R1 equal to alpha into R1 T2 minus T1 equal to R2 minus R1. So what is T2 minus T1? R2 minus R1, or let's write down from here only. T2 minus T1 equal to R2 minus R1 upon R1 into alpha. So R2 minus R1, 82.14 minus 67.65 upon R1, that is 67.65 into alpha 1.7 into 10 raised to minus 4. So let's calculate it. We made just one mistake. The value of I1 is 3.2. Here we took 3.4. So let's change it. So this will be equal to 230 divided by 3.2. 71.87. So here also it will be 71.87, and here also it will be 71.87. Okay. So now 82.14 minus 71.87 equal to, divided by 71.87 divided by 1.7. So that is equal to 0.08405. Okay, so T2 minus T1 0 point, let me check the answer, 0.8405. 0.8405 into 10 raised to, when this goes to numerator, plus 4. So it will be 840.5. So T2 is equal to 840.5 plus T1. And what is T1? 27. So 27 degrees. So this will be equal to 867.5 degree Celsius. So steady temperature is 867.5 degrees Celsius. Here, so remember what I did? I used Ohm's law and found out resistance that was using initial current. Then R2 using steady current. Okay, and then I used the shortcut formula alpha equal to R2 minus R1 upon R1 into T2 minus T1. Clear? So note down example question number 3.8. Okay, students. So that's it for today. Thank you.